Hey, I'm getting ready for a Lake Erie tournament, and I thought I'd share a little tip with you. These are the drop shot weights I use. Cylinder style, they just don't get snagged as much. I can feel really good because they're made out of tungsten. VMC, I usually use 3/4, or I mean 1/4 and 3/8. Those are mainly the two sizes. I do use half every once in a while and 3/16 sometimes too, but 1/4 and 3/8 are the main ones. And I'm sure everybody's familiar with this typical drop shot style connection. You know, you just slide your line up in there and cinch it up in to the little gap. And I use, for heavier line like 8 pound, 10 pounds sometimes, anything higher than 8, I'll just leave the VMC just like it is. So half of them I leave like that. The other half, I take one of these little tiny screwdrivers and stick it up in that gap like this and spread that thing open like that. And I'm just making a line tie because this is how I fish Lake Erie. I've done it for 20 years now, 15 years. You open that up and you just tie your line right to the weight. Just use a simple improved clinch knot or a clinch knot. Stick it through there, wrap it 5 times, and you're done. And I do that for a couple of reasons. A lot of times when a big fish jumps, when you're using the weight just like it is out of the package, on the light line, I'm talking about 6, 5, 4. When the fish jumps or when you swing it in a boat, the weight breaks off or flies right off of there. And with those big ones, you'll go through, every 2 or 3 fish you're losing a weight, and tungsten's not cheap. So that's one reason I tie those on there. The other reason is, I think, a little bit more important. The fish, it's kind of a reaction bite a lot of times. You'll get stuck on a rock down there, and you just, if you don't tie your weight on, a lot of times you pull it and your weight comes off, and then your bait's down there with no weight, and you were just about to get a bite. And with no weight, you're pretty much dead in the water. So that's another reason I tie it on there. I can put a lot more pressure on that weight to break it off the rocks, and that's when most of your bites come anyway, when you're drop shotting. But anyway, just a real quick tip, something that catches me a lot more fish and saves me a little bit of money on drop shot weights.